I created a video showing you what I am sketching in part 2, but I lost the video. Somehow I lost it. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you the process video. It is a willow tree, and off to the right side of it is an oak tree. I will show you pictures of it and some other sketches at the end. And let's see if I can do any better job for you. The sun probably won't be in your eyes, because we parked the pickup a different way. So, and that weeping willow tree is quite a ways away from me. And there's a bush up in here. You know, when you put this stuff in, you don't have to sketch every little thing in. You don't have to sketch every little thing. I got the branches here, and then there's another tree that has a branch that's coming out over that other big tree. And it's got a branch coming this way, and it comes up, and some of the branches go up that way. And actually the trunk itself kind of comes that way, and then there's another tree coming off over in here. And behind this is a hill that comes down. And don't mind all the blurry, because that's going to get... But when I do this, I want to play with the weepy willows with my water brush. Now, I did put water in my brush, in this one. So let's get that... Where did it go? Where's my brights palette? I had it here. Honestly, Mary. Here it is. I'm going to use the brights. I'm going to have to find a way different way. It's kind of one reason why I haven't been urban sketching lately. It's just I have not adjusted to finding a good way to do. Yeah, and I know, go buy a new camera. Now that's not the colors I want. Let's just get some water on my page. I'm not sure that the water's squeezing through there. I dumped out my dirty water and got clean water. But what I want to do with this weeping willow is... All right, you're being stubborn. I'm going to put you on my thumb. How's that? You can hold it on your thumb while you're painting, but I haven't adjusted to that yet. I guess you hold it like that. What I want to do with this is I want to catch the weeping willow with the water brush like this, rather than draw it in. So catch it like that. Now but I'm just going to squeeze this brush and clean it off on my paper, because I want to go to my blue sky here and catch some of the blue in there. And catch some of the blue peeking out in here. So right now what I'm doing is just putting in the... kind of like I did on my other one. And I showed my bridge that I did, where I was struggling with it. I showed it to my brother, and he said, yeah, you got the bridge. So he recognized it. He recognized it. So I must have done something quick and not... I'm very uncomfortable. I should probably just get out of the car, but I need a better setup for all of this. Now there's 2 trees here, so... Yeah, let's see if I can push my... See, I'm having trouble holding my palette and holding my book at the same time, and my hands get shaky. Sorry about that. It's my left hand. And then my water's way over in the middle of the truck. It's kind of the joys of urban sketching. All right, then. Let's just... I got a lot of blue in there. You know, and you just need to capture a little of it. Let's see if I can... See, I don't think that water's squeezing through. I don't know if I need to pull something in there. I don't think my water is squeezing. Or maybe I've used it all already. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, I think I've got enough blue on here to suit me. So now I'm going to go back to those greens. And this is that phthalo green that I'm mixing right here. And, you know, it's really not the green that I like. I don't like the phthalo green. I like to mix a little reds or browns with it. And that's why you see I get a dirty, and that was purple. Now I'm going to get my water dirty. Yeah. There's some browns. There. That makes it a deeper green. And I'm going to put that around almost a blue green. Let's get more of this phthalo in there. That makes the shadow. There we go. Out here. And if I put my shadow where my pretty green isn't, then I have a nice contrast. And it kind of works itself down the hill here. I hope you're seeing this. And I'd like to have that water off to my right. But that's not going to happen. Let's just make this kind of go down the hill. Lucky for me, it's just tree shadow, so it can be jiggly. Alright, let's wash out my brush. Let's just brush it off. I want to get more of this pure green here. Up in here. I haven't been urban sketching for a long time, so these are going to be very rough. Very, I just thought I would spend some time. I told my brother, I said, I won't get bored. I won't get bored. I got enough to do to keep me busy for 3 months. And I do. I brought my reading and my knitting, and I need to bind my journal. So he'll be done fishing before I'm done watercoloring. And I'll probably have to, after this one, turn off my camera because that's purple. That's black. Where's my browns? Browns? It's a reddish brown. I don't like all of these reds and browns, and these are all red tones. Let's give it a... Now, let's go back over to this one. My browns are over on this one. Yeah, he'll be done fishing before I'm done painting. Yeah, now I'm going to have this problem. You know, I should just get out of the car and set up out of the car, get me an easel. I'd like to have one of those French easels. But they're pretty darned expensive. They can go up into the hundreds of dollars, so you can get them cheaper too, but, you know, I actually prefer sitting in my car and doing especially when I'm urban sketching in town, because I have more privacy in my car. Let's catch some more of these browns in here. Almost some blacks. And then they just kind of get lost in there, in the tree. I'm trying to hold it so you can see it. Alright, now I want to go back to this bright green, because that's actually going to be the weepy willow part, as I started doing up in here. And see, I just kind of want to catch it weeping. Weepy willowy. And then they kind of hang down too. I move my brush down this way. And they kind of, in here they kind of start swinging. Kind of. Just got to keep working with it. I find even when I'm doing stuff and I'm not exactly happy with how it's going, like I did those postcards this morning, I was very unhappy with how those postcards were. I did not like what I did at all. And I just kept working with them. Let's go in with my ink pen and see if I can add some detail. There goes a truck. Let's see if I can add some detail here to make it make a little bit more sense to you. And you know, these weepy willows, they come down like this. Now I could sit there with my brush and do that, but it's a lot easier to do that with my pen. And it even comes down like that in spaces. And you can see it. Coming down like that. My hands are, the paint's not dry yet. It's very wispy. Of course, I wish I could capture that. I could sit here and sketch this forever. Just a couple trees. You know what? I think I'm about ready to quit on this. I am back in my studio. I did not get a picture of the scene that I did in part 2 before I did it. Well, I think I did, but I deleted it accidentally. Oops. So, and I did not get an ending picture of the sketches that I did after my SD card filled up. So I'm just going to show you the pictures that I did yesterday when we were out at that recreation area. And I am holding the camera in my hand, so it will be a little jiggly. I'm sorry. So I am working in a watercolor book, Hanson XL watercolor, and it is a 9x12. So there we go. There's this one. This is the one I did in part 1. I was really happy with how that turned out. It's got my little SD card here. I was really happy with how this one turned out. Yeah. I showed it to my brother as he came up from fishing, and he said, "Oh, you got the bridge." So he recognized it, so it must have done something. And then, let me flip this page over here. This is the second one that I did, and you saw me sketch this one. This was a willow tree, and it isn't exactly as I was seeing it, but pretty close. I'd like to go back and do that willow tree again. And there was an oak tree in front of it here. Very challenging to sketch, but very fun. Then my SD card filled up, so I just did some sketching and a lot of trees. A lot of trees. If you ever want practice sketching trees, go to a park. Go to a park or recreation area. There's a lot of trees. There were other things to sketch too, but I was seated in the pickup truck, and I was kind of uncomfortable in there because I'd never sketched in there before, and I had to figure out a setup. So there's the other tree that I did, and then I kind of turned sideways and I sketched another one of the lake, and I sketched it over on this side. So just picture me sitting right here at the window on the rider's side and looking out the window that way. And I like how it turned out. Yeah. It reminds me of a lot of what I was looking at. It's not exact, but it's not meant to be exact. So those were my urban sketches. I'm going to try to get out and do some more now that the weather's getting cooler. Let's just leave this like this. Now that the weather is getting cooler, I'm going to try to get out and do some more sketching. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next page.